What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. No, I have not sold my Audi S3. For some reason, a lot of you guys think that I got rid of this car because I've been posting so much GTI content recently because I've been loving that car. But the Audi S3 is still here. The car is here to stay, and I have a lot of plans for it. So about a year ago, I posted a video of all the mods on my S3 and how much everything cost. Today, I'm going to be doing pretty much the same thing, but I'm going to be going over all the new mods and the existing mods that the car had. Basically, just updating you guys on what's done to the car. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to be letting you guys know basically the direction of where I think I'm going to be going with this car. So we're going to be going over the performance, we're going to be going over the exterior, like the wheels and tires, suspension, and we're going to be going over the little interior mods that I have on this car. And I'm going to give you a full breakdown on how much I've spent on this car. And just so you know, I'm going to be giving you the cost of what I paid for everything, because there are a couple little parts on the car that I did actually get a discount on. So just because I paid that for the part that I'm going to mention doesn't mean that you might not be able to find something used cheaper, or maybe you could get a better discount than I did, or maybe you're going to be paying full retail. So what I paid for the mods on this car might not be the same if you were to build the car the exact same way. Just a little disclaimer. So I'm going to be starting with the exterior of the car. I don't have too many crazy things done to the outside of the car, but I think that's the best place to start. So I think the most obvious is going to be the wheel and tire setup. So I'm running a New Speed RSER 11R wheel. They are 18 by 8.5 plus 45 on all four corners. The wheels ran me about $1,400, and they're wrapped in a Kumo Exta PS31 tire. They're 245/40 18 tires. Those are about $600. So the wheel and tire setup altogether are about $2,000. Also, I don't know if you guys could tell, but I have these wheel spacers. I forgot the brand of them. They are linked in my Amazon store in the link in the description, but I have them on all four corners. They are 15mm spacers all around. Those were $130 approximately for all four. And you can see them right here. It's a little hard to see, but those are my ground control adjustable springs. I paid for them about $550. That was a little bit cheaper than they do go for retail. If I'm not mistaken, these adjustable springs go for about like $700. I could be wrong, but I personally paid $550 for them. It's a super nice suspension choice. It is a little hard to see. Like I said, this is in the wheel well. So that is my suspension for this car, ground control adjustable springs. So right here on the bottom, we have my EMD Auto carbon fiber front lip. This was about $400. This is definitely one of my favorite exterior mods. It definitely makes the front end look a lot more aggressive, and it just fits the car so well. And the fitment is perfect on it. I love this piece. It looks amazing on this car. That was $400. These carbon fiber mirror caps are from German Auto Accessory. Those were $200, another really nice carbon fiber piece for this car. And moving to the back on the trunk, I have the German Auto Accessories carbon fiber lip spoiler for the trunk. This was $250, another super nice piece that ties in the rear very nicely on these cars. So if I've done my math correctly, the exterior mod should add up to $3,530. I might have missed a couple things here or there, but that's basically the gist of what I have done to the exterior of this car, $3,530. All right, so now we're going to be going over the performance of the car. So we're under the hood right now in the engine bay. So the first thing that I'm going to be mentioning is my tuning software. I am tuned by EQT Tuning. I've probably spent about $1,500 in tuning, just so you guys know. That's just a rough estimate, but just kind of thinking back of the updates that I got, the different tunes that I run, and just the overall with the access port and everything, it was somewhere around $1,500. Starting at the back of the engine as well, we have the MST inlet pipe with the MST intake hose right here. That was a combination that was $240. When you buy the MST inlet pipe, it does come with the intake hose, so that's a nice feature. That was $240. So my intake setup is an APR carbon fiber open intake. It's amazing. It looks amazing. Sounds amazing. I absolutely love it. Now, so you guys know, it may not be as beneficial as a closed intake system. I might be losing a little bit of horsepower having an open system like this, but honestly, the looks and the sound are definitely worth losing a little bit of power, just a little bit, and this intake was $450. I'm also running the Fuel-It Flex Fuel sensor. That was $350. The sensor is right here, and I have the connector for the sensor right there. So that was $350. What that does is basically allows me to know how much E85 I have in my system. So when I mix E30, it lets me know exactly how much ethanol content I have in my tank. For my ignition system, the only change that I have are the spark plugs. I'm running OEM RS7 spark plugs. Those were $80. Going back towards the back of the engine, I have my CTS catted downpipe. That was $500. It does sound really good. And I now have that paired to a resonator delete. The delete kit that I bought was about $150, and the combination sounds really good. I'll put an exhaust clip in now so you guys can hear that. So as you can see, in my opinion, it does sound pretty good. So the entire exhaust system that I have in the car, from the downpipe to the resonator delete, was $650 altogether. $500 for the downpipe again, and $150 for the resonator delete kit. Also, I wanted to mention that I don't have it installed right now, and it's because I've been slacking, I'm not gonna lie, but I have an APR stock location upgraded intercooler. I really need to get that on the car. So I personally paid for that part $680. I got a very good discount on it, brand new. But it usually retails that I've seen somewhere between $900 and $1,000. So just keep that in mind. I personally paid $680. I'll put a picture right now of the intercooler on the screen so you guys can see what it looks like. So that's the part that I'm going to be running on this car that I really have to get installed, $680. Performance-wise on the car, I've spent $3,950. Again, not sure if I missed a couple little things here or there, but $3,950 on the performance parts of this car that I've spent. So finally, we're at the interior of the car now. So I'm gonna start off with this. This is my P3 gauge. That was $400. I love it. It lets me monitor a bunch of different things, from boost to AFR to ethanol content if you decide to do that. It'll show you your 0 to 60 times. There's a lot of different features that this gauge does. It's really good for the price, and it looks really good. It looks very OEM plus. Next, I have these Racing Line aluminum DSG paddles, which are also super nice. Definitely improves the driving feel when you're using the paddles to shift in manual mode. Those are $280. And then finally, the last piece is my BFI shift knob for the DSG. That was $180. Another piece that I absolutely love. It ties in the interior really nice. It has some really nice aluminum accent as well with the black. Everything just looks good, and it flows very well with the interior. Again, that was $180. And for the interior mods of the car, I've only spent so far about $860, which is not too much, but I am going to be getting a couple of things for the interior relatively soon. That's definitely going to double the price, maybe a little bit more of what I've currently spent on it. But right now I spent about $860 on the interior mods of my car. So for the mods that I can remember that I've bought for this car, from exterior to interior to performance wise, I've spent a grand total of approximately $8,340, which to some of you guys might be a lot, to others might be almost nothing. And $8,300 is a lot of money to spend on a car, but I'm super happy. I wouldn't change a thing. I love the way the car looks. I love the way the car feels. It's super fun. And honestly, I do not regret spending anything on this car. It's honestly my most favorite car that I've ever owned. So $8,340 to me is nothing. That's how much approximately I've spent on my Audi S3. So before I end this video, guys, I wanted to toss this up to you because I did mention that there is a certain direction that I want to go with this car, and one of them is going to happen no matter what. But my other idea was, I think I want to try and max out the IS38 turbo in this car. So that would be obviously me installing my intercooler, upgraded high pressure fuel pump, custom E85 tune from EQT, and a bunch of weight reduction. I want to see how deep I could get this car into the 11s possibly. Who knows, maybe even deeper. I highly doubt that, but you know, just it's nice to have some kind of path to go down. This car, no matter what, is going to go hybrid eventually, hopefully sooner rather than later, but I like to modify my car in stages. So I feel like maybe putting a little bit of money into this just to see how fast this car could go on the stock IS38 would be fun. Let me know, guys, if you think it'll be something entertaining. Let's see how fast we can make this car. Probably do some sensors, fuel stuff, custom tune, and I don't know, maybe this car could run an 11.2, 11.3, something like that. Get some better tires for this thing. Some weight reduction, like I said, take out the back seats, possibly the passenger seat. I don't know. Let me know, guys. I think that would be something that would be pretty fun. And eventually this car is going to go full fuel system, hybrid turbo, and the end goal for this car is to have a street monster, a 10-second quarter-mile car. I know this car is obviously capable of it. This platform is awesome. So my end goal for this car is a 10-second hybrid car. And I don't know, I just like to modify in stages, like I said. So let me know what you guys think about that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. I have spent a lot of money on this car, whether you guys think so or not. $8,340 is a big number for modifications for any kind of car, honestly. And with my end goal of what I want to do, that price is definitely going to double, probably a little more than double. So it's just kind of crazy to wrap my head around how much money is going to go into this car, but I love it. I don't regret spending any kind of money on this car. It's been the most fun, best car that I think I've ever owned, and I'm just grateful that I'm able to have this car and modify it the way that I want to, and it's been nothing but awesome. So again, guys, the full approximate cost of what I've spent on all my mods altogether, including exterior, interior, and performance, is $8,340. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.